The start of a Carolina Panthers season.
It's about team. Hey, the disrespect, I hope you feel it. It's real.
I know it's a lot of critics that critiques me as a person and as a player. I'm my biggest critic.
Bortles is going to throw, intercepted. Norman may score. It is a touchdown. Tip the pass end zone. Greg Olsen for the score. Winston, a darter intercepted, and it may be a touchdown.
Go ahead, young man. You do your thing.
Carolina comes to town, and they beat the Hawks on their own home turf.
Jonathan Stewart gets in, fights for more yardage. Stewart to the mouth of the goal line. Touchdown! Cam Newton throws end zone. Ed Dixon, touchdown left side. It's intercepted. Picked off Carolina to the 30-yard line. Coming near sideline 20, 15 to the 10 to 5. Luke Kuechly scores a touchdown. Cam Newton pats the ball once, goes end zone, complete for a touchdown to Devin Funchess.
Wow, what a play.
The Carolina Panthers have gone to 14-0.
Quick snap to him with 1:06 to play. Newton looking to throw, and Beasley got to it. Cam Newton and the Panthers fall for the first time this year.
We got to play better. We can use this as fuel.
Trucking right, pylon, jumps, Carolina lead. As the Panthers put a check by the box of home field advantage throughout the playoffs. It's a running play. Jonathan Stewart up inside. Nice move. Drag down the Seattle Seahawks 15-yard line.
Russell Wilson throws the alibi right, and who's the recipient? My man, Luke Kuechly.
Carolina has hung on for a win.
Welcome to the most important game in the history of Bank of America Stadium.
Foul ball, we hit him in the mouth.
Caught Billy Brown, 40-yard line, pulled away 50, leaped for the end zone, intercepted. Gonna leap for it, intercepted.
Who is the Carolina Panthers Jenga piece in Super Sunday?
I am going to put Luke Kuechly in that position. I think he's the glue on that defense, which has been great, that holds it all together. Without him, you take him away, I think the back end isn't as good as it would be. I don't think you can stop the run as effectively. He's my guy.
Maurice, how say you?
That's tough. If you say Luke Kuechly, I'm going to say Jonathan Stewart. Without Jonathan Stewart, they don't have that power game. Cam wouldn't be able to handle the load. You remember, they had some tough games down the stretch when Jonathan Stewart was hurt.
You are absolutely right.
They couldn't convert those 3rd and 1s. People were keying on Cam. They didn't have that power element. You have to have a back on the offensive side to get that offense going.
Correct me if I'm wrong, fellas, but I mean that's really what that's about. When you have a guy who can burn you like a QB like Cam Newton can, the ability to put the ball in the QB's in the running back's belly and keep it and run, and you're attacking the same edge, right? I mean that's the danger for a defense, because you can't account. It's a numbers game that you can't account for if 28 and 1 are both coming at the same side there, and you have to go at one or the other, right, Ike? Or am I right in that?
I was gonna say Luke. He said Jonathan, and we had a segment, man. We talked about this man catching the ball, Ted Ginn, but you take Ted Ginn out that offense. Who are you looking for the deep threat? You ain't looking for that one guy for the deep threat. That's what Ted Ginn possesses, something that we can't coach. It's speed. So, yeah, he might drop a lot of balls, but at the same time, man, he caught a lot of touchdowns this year. And he had the most big plays on that team. So you take Ted Ginn out the equation, I think he's a jiggle piece.
That's interesting. We could do all the defensive pieces. K'Wan Short, I think that entire front for Carolina has to show up and stuff the run and force 18 to try and beat you. If they do that, I think the Panthers are going to win, unless the Broncos can conjure another extra score, like Maurice calls them, whether it's a defensive touchdown or a special team.
It's not an extra score. It's a.
But you guys got some heat from Devin Funchess because you guys described the Panthers as not having any great high-end targets, and Devin Funchess came after you on Twitter. I said, well, listen, first of all, we've touted Devin Funchess on this show in the second half of the year, but the one high-end option that Cam does have in the passing game is Greg Olsen, and he's a hammer when they put him in line as an extra. And I think we'll see Greg Olsen doing some of that to try and handle DeMarcus Ware and Von Miller a little bit. And Greg Olsen is valuable in both aspects of things. I think Greg Olsen is a major factor in Super Sunday, just like he has been all season for the team.
You get Greg like a running back. You get him to chip. You get him to chip Von and Marcus Ware, just to slow him down to help out your tackles.
You can't have him block too long, though, because it's going to take away what he can do.
You don't want him blocking for too long. So, man, he'll go down, give him a flipper, bam, chip him, slow him up. Then your offensive tackles, man, and guards, they can set and block these Wares and Millers. But I'm telling you, man, they don't look the same without Ted Ginn. We can talk about Greg.
I completely hear you.
And if Ted's not doing it, then it's not open for Greg over the middle.
They don't look the same without Ted, man. We talk about this man's hands and how he catch, but he possesses that one threat, that one big play.